I don't want to die rusting. I prefer to burn out. Again, I don't want to die rusting. I prefer to burn out. And that's by Visvesvaraya. So I thought about that quote this morning when I was waking up at about 1:30 because I couldn't go back to sleep. So it was that thing of, can I squeeze out another 15, 20 minutes of sleep, even though I'm just sitting here with my brain just spinning, thinking about what I'm going to do that day, or things that I didn't finish the previous day. Like, how often especially when you're talking about working, how often do you get to the point of burning out? Now, when you're talking about, I've been in cubicle jobs, so I know there's no burning out in no cubicle job. You're burnt out being there. You're burnt out being at a job that you really don't want to be at. Maybe the job pays good. Maybe the job has all the benefits. Maybe the job even has a level of status to it. On paper, it has all of the things that a job's supposed to have. But what's not on that paper is, does that job make you happy? Is this the job you want to do? Not is this the job that you can do? Maybe you even have a degree that got you into this job. Probably not, but just maybe your degree, the degree you went to a 4-year college or whatever, and you got a degree, and this job is what you're supposed to be using your degree for. Maybe everything is lined up except for you don't want to be there. Now, you may get burnt out from that. I've been burnt out from that. Unless you work at like a warehouse, a train yard, a dock, something like that, you're probably not being burnt out. It's probably, like I said, a mental exhaustion more than anything. You burnt out from the fact of just being in that situation. But you're not burnt out. So as I was laying there, 1 o'clock, 1:10, 1:15, I was like, you know what? If I haven't fun, and I get up at 2 anyway, so it's like I got a good 45 minutes. If I'm going to sleep, I got a good 45 minutes. Then I thought to myself, how has that worked out in the past? To where you wake up, you can't sleep, you toss and turn, and then you fall asleep like 30 minutes before you were going to get up. How has that worked out in the past? Didn't work out too good. So I decided to go ahead and get up. And I thought about this quote. I keep this quote in the back of my mind ever since I've discovered it. And I've been sharing it with people. Like anyone who mentions that they're tired, and I say, when you rather just drop, when you rather just burn out and just go out with a bang than to just slowly decline, just spiral down? Or would you just rather just kamikaze that plane right into the ground? That's the way I want to go. So I went on and got up, and I posted my first video, which was from yesterday. Actually, it was from yesterday. And so I started on that. I got started on that. I started a new workout that I pulled from a guy on YouTube channel I follow. It's just a quick workout, so I started that. Did some real estate training, and sure, I mean, like, my eyes are like bloodshot. So if you see me, I'm not high. That's the hustle going on in my eyes. I'm not high. I know I am in Colorado, but I don't smoke weed. Man, this wind is crazy. This wind is crazy. It's pushing cars like all across the lanes. You have like debris and stuff flying everywhere, man. Just Colorado weather. But anyway, so that goes to show also, that's a good point to make on, sometimes, people may think like, quotes or motivations or affirmations are hokey, but it only take for it to work for you one time. you may even read something on Facebook or YouTube or somewhere, and you may look at it and be like, because I've done it. I use quotes, and I've seen a quote and be like, man, that's just too corny and too lame. But then when you're in a situation and then all of a sudden that quote will pop up in your head, or you're talking to somebody and they're complaining about something, and then you remember a quote that talks about, people not taking responsibility for the things that happen to them and blaming, what their situation on everything but themselves, their quote, and then you realize, oh yeah, those words became useful, especially if you're not in an environment where you're getting that all the time. You know what I mean? You have to, and that's what I use it for. I use these quotes as my mentors, my motivation, and then and the authors of these quotes and things like that. So that got me out of bed, got me an early start, an earlier start than what I normally get, and I'm not feeling too bad. Like as long as I'm going, I'm going. Matter of fact, I wasn't even going to post a video, but I started to feel it, especially because traffic is like stop and go, man. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something. I was listening to a podcast, and I was like, I need to do something. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna pull from that one quote that I didn't post because the video wasn't to my standards. So there you go. That me thinking about that quote prompted me and pushed me to not only just go and get out of bed, roll out. I mean, man, listen, I know you got to get your rest. I know people have to get their rest. I'm not a fan of this people like, I don't sleep. Well, yes you do. You sleep. Or the people like, I don't, man, I go so long hustling, I forget to eat. Well, that's kind of dumb, but I do have a eating regimen, but I don't forget to eat. Come on, man. Come on, like I mean, I've been in situations like that where you not really forget to eat, but you sort of skip a meal because you have to get something done. You against a deadline or something like that, and you're not starving. Yeah, I've been in that situation, but come on, man, it's not get crazy talking about you don't sleep. and come on. Some people get too carried away with the motivation. Come on, man, you got to eat and you got to sleep, you got to rest. But just know that when you have, like, it's rare when you first start doing something new, or when you first starting to create new habits. So it's going to be hard anyway. So if you have a chance to do something extra, or if you have something that's keeping you awake at night, take action on it. That's the only way you're going to get it out of your mind. And at least that's how I am. Because sometimes I can just toss and turn, and I can just try to force myself to go to sleep. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen until I figure out a way to get it off my head. Sometimes I can roll over, grab my phone, make a note or something like that, and then, all right, it's off my brain. But then a lot of times I just have to get up and take action.